Hi, this is Mita. So I would love to share this story with you about Bridget. Bridget came in to see me for test anxiety. She had studied for many years to take her board examinations for nursing, her national board examinations. And she was a great student. And she got there, she took her test and failed and couldn't believe it. She'd never had anxiety like that before. So after working together for 6 weeks, Bridget not only passed her board exams, but completely changed her life in multiple ways, very powerful and positive changes. So anyway, I'm going to give it over to Bridget. She has a great story. I hope you enjoy it. Mwah. Take care.
So, my story is I went to nursing school, and all throughout nursing school, I did fine on board exams, graduated, or just exams in general. I graduated from nursing school with like a 3.61. So, got A's and B's throughout nursing school. So, testing was never really a problem for me up until taking my nursing boards to get my license. I was probably studying anywhere between 8 to 10 hours a day up until my boards. But then I went in to take my boards. I was super confident, but I had a little bumps along the way getting there to the boards. And then the anxiety really started to hit in. Like, oh my gosh, I'm actually here. I barely made it to the test. So, there was a lot of things that kind of built up in me. By the time I hit the exam, I was full of anxiety. So I got in there and I told myself, it's okay. Like, you've done fine on exams before. I went through the exam and I walked out of there and I was convinced that I passed it. There's no way. I put the time in. I studied as hard as possible. No way I hadn't passed it. I got my results back and found that I hadn't passed it. The anxiety and shock really set in. It really lowered my self-confidence. It was like a knife went through my heart, to be honest. I thought I had always been needed to be a nurse, and I was like, what just happened? Like, is this even real? Like, did I get a false email? And so I kind of, spent like a week kind of regrouping myself and was like, okay, like, I'm going to get help from my professor. I'm going to figure this out, and I'm going to go take the test again. But the anxiety was never resolved. I had all the materials, I knew the knowledge to go in and pass the boards. But once again, went in and still the anxiety and stress was there, which, didn't help me again at all. I took the exam 4 times and then I was like, okay, anxiety is still not gone. Like, I need to do something about it. So, me and my mom had a conversation one day and she's like, look, I've heard great things about hypnosis. I really want you to try it. I haven't tried this. I haven't gone down the line. I knew the anxiety was bad, and that was kind of what was holding me back, even though I was trying to fight that. I thought I could fight it myself, because I always went back to thinking, in nursing school, I fought the anxiety and got by just fine. But then I came to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. And so the program that I went through with Nita was talk therapy. We talked about, my testing anxiety, the stress that I had behind my boards. And it had built up for a while, just because at each time of, not passing the boards, it was worse on my self-confidence, and going in and thinking, oh, am I going to fail the exam again, is not a great positive way to start out a board, an exam of any kind. And so I really found that after I started my program with Nita, that I honestly, like, the stress went away. I was able to refocus on the knowledge that I knew and apply that to the boards. And in fact, when I finally passed my boards after doing my time with Nita and hypnosis, I passed my boards in the minimum questions that you can get. And every time before that, I was taking the full set of questions. So I was taking 265 questions, and I went in there after being stress-free and knowing that I could do it and not having anxiety. It really proved to me, like, walking out of that exam, like, wow, that's the difference between, going in, taking a board, being so stressed, and the difference between not. Works wonders. So, yeah, that's a little bit about my story. I just feel like my confidence has soared in everything that I do. I no longer feel that anxiety on, that I was feeling not only with testing, but I was feeling it in my everyday life. You may be somebody who you succeeded all through school, and it's okay. It was testing anxiety that was holding me back from passing those boards. I had the knowledge, I put the time into studying, but was I going to give up? No. Never give up on yourself either. If I could describe Nita, compassionate, kind, loving. She's a great listener. She listens to everything you have to say that you're struggling with and really hones in on that to your, breakthroughs and your program that you go through with her. And honestly, it's amazing. And would I recommend Nita? Yes. Whatever you have that you need help working on, talk to Nita. If you're not really sure if it's something that she can help with, give her a call, tell her what's going on. She'll be able to answer those questions, and then go in with a positive attitude. I think that's so important, that whatever the tools that she has to give you are going to help you in the end.
Brought to you by Best to Your Life Hypnosis and Coaching. It's your time to shine.